Today on Fresh Daily, we're going to take a tour around the world with a bunch of trolls.
Plus, the producers of Fleabag have a brand new HBO show that is sure to keep you on the run.
Then we'll both take a run at recommending some high-speed, high-octane chase films.
Now, I know in quarantine all the days feel the same, but trust me, it is your Friday Fresh Daily.
I'm Andre Meadows.
And I'm Maud Garrett.
We get it. A lot of us are home right now, but even if you got a lot of time on your hands, there's still so much to watch, sometimes too much to watch.
Yeah, well, that's where we come in, because each and every weekday we are going to give you the best in what to watch. And today we're going to help you fill up that weekend queue.
Today we get the VOD drop of Trolls World Tour. It's the sequel to 2016's Trolls, and it's a computer-animated jukebox musical packed with pop music.
It stars Anna Kendrick and Justin Timberlake as two trolls trying to save 6 musical tribes from an evil rock queen. So, of course, it's a rockumentary.
I'm gonna unite the 6 strings. By the end of my world tour, I'm gonna turn all the trolls into rock zombies. Rock and roll!
Now, since the start of the pandemic, Trolls World Tour has become the first film whose scheduled theatrical release was canceled in favor of a direct-to-VOD drop, and it's probably not going to be the last. Now, this film has a 75% fresh rating with critics, so it's probably worth checking out, especially for the whole family.
Coming to Amazon Prime today is the French-language drama Les Miserables. The jury prize winner at the 2019 Cannes Film Festival is based on director Lars Lee's own experience with police violence while growing up in a poor suburb outside of Paris.
Contrôle de police. Vous faites quoi là?
On attend le bus.
Vous attendez le bus là? Ça sent le shit ça.
Eh, c'est bon, c'est...
Je vous filme, vous avez pas le droit de faire ça.
Arrête de filmer.
Non.
T'es contente là?
Critics have weighed in, giving the film a certified fresh 84% rating, and fans love it even more, giving it an 88% audience score. If you're looking to be moved, check out Les Miserables.
And premiering on Netflix today is LA Originals, which explores the Chicano influence behind LA's hip-hop culture. It's the story of photographer Estevan Oriol and tattoo artist Mr. Cartoon. The doc also features Eminem and the late Kobe Bryant.
It is a buddy comedy.
And the more we hung out, the more we just started building on ideas of things that we could do to make money that weren't illegal.
We looked at each other and we were like, we need to go to the next level, man.
And they grew that empire, Soul Assassin Studios.
Just happened. No scores on RT for this one yet. So, Maud, is this an amazing story? You gonna get a tattoo now?
Don't know about getting more tattoos, but it is a really, really interesting story. I love learning about LA now that I live here. So seeing all the layers of celebrity intertwined with culture, art, music, photography, and tattoos was pretty awesome.
It proves once again that hip-hop is not just a genre of music, but it's an entire culture that spreads across different art forms, such as photography and tattoos. And this also is a nice reminder of the hustle. You hear that word thrown around a lot, hustling, but like this is a true example of that. These two guys making their own out of this. So this shows that if you got your passion, you keep going for it, anything can happen.
Alrighty, so here are our top picks for this weekend. We've got Trolls World Tour on VOD, Les Miserables on Amazon Prime, and then LA Originals on Netflix. Every weekday on Fresh Daily, we like to discuss a TV show or movie that we believe should be on your radar. Today, it is the new HBO series Run that premieres Sunday night at 10:30.
It's about a couple of exes who agree that if one of them texts the word run to the other and they respond, they drop everything, hop on a train, and have an adventure across America.
I've been totally honest with you.
Is anyone totally honest?
Do you want to be here with me, or is this about something else? Are you in trouble?
Executive produced by Fleabag's Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who also has a small role in this. It so far has no audience score, but critics are giving it 67%. So, what are they saying about this dark comedy thriller?
ALLISON KEENE from Pace Magazine says, when Run is at its most authentic, it truly shines as a character study.
Meanwhile, Chris Evangelista at Slash Film says that Run is smart, sexy, funny, and full of surprises. Hey, Andre, we've both seen at least the first 2 episodes. What are you thinking of this one?
This show is weird to explain because it starts off as this interesting story of these two characters deciding if they're going to change their lives to have this one more fling together after they texted run to each other. So you're kind of feeling like, yeah, a romantic character study of this. But then as the series progresses, it gets into a whole different type of genre. There's chasing stuff going on. There's money that's being smuggled. There's all this kind of other stuff. I don't want to get too much into it without spoiling anything, but it almost feels like the later episodes of this are a completely different show from the first episodes of this.
Yeah, but that's like relationships. It's never supposed to be easy or just the one thing. I haven't had the twists and turns just yet,
Yeah.
but I'm really loving the dynamic between the two leads. Their chemistry is super palpable,
Yeah.
and is the reason why I'm like super intrigued to go further and further. And hey, if it's going to start taking lefts and rights and car chases, I'm in.
But that's the thing. When it starts getting into that, you start losing a little bit of that character chemistry that's there. It's all about the plot at that point. So it's just kind of an interesting balance. And there might be some people who like the later episodes and some people who like the early episodes. This show will text run to you. Let's see if you text back.
Let's get into some fresh picks. This is usually a TV show or a film that we're recommending based on discussions that we've previously had.
Today, after talking about Run, we decided to recommend some chase movies that we've caught and loved. Maud, what do you got for us?
Alrighty, let's go back to the year 2002 because this movie has the perfect formula. It's Catch Me If You Can, directed by Steven Spielberg and starring Leonardo DiCaprio, based on a true story, plus surprise appearances by Amy Adams and Jennifer Garner looking so much younger. This is such a great film. Tom Hanks at his near best. I'm loving it. What about you?
I gotta go with the Blues Brothers from 1980. This is based on the SNL characters. It's a musical comedy. You got John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd as Jake and Elwood Blues trying to get the band back together because they're on a mission from God. And it has the most amazing third act chase scene. It just keeps going on. So many cars get crashed. This is such a great movie. You have to check it out. This is a good SNL movie.
Didn't they destroy an entire mall for that?
They did, and that's early into the movie, so you know you're gonna have a good time.
Well, there it is, your Friday Fresh Daily. I think I'm going to spend the weekend watching more of Run because apparently I'm in for a treat.
And I'm gonna check out some Trolls. So until then, have a happy and safe weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Go forth and binge.